I don't know why my graphic not working. All right, we are live. That is the live. This will be the intro. Usually it's a Preezy graphic going right now, blah, 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 etc., etc. We're doing stuff and we be behind the scenes. I'm just going to ramble a little bit because that's all we got right now. As you can see, to the left of me is in a LA hat is the one and only Jacques Slade. And to the right of me on that side is Sincere on Beats. I don't want you guys to say anything yet because usually this is the intro. We're singing. Maybe I should sing a song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy, you know it. This is where you give time for people to join in. Am I right? You know? So I see one person just joined in. So that's where we're going to start our live. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Mr. Preezy. Ty is in the building. She's the first one to join, and she's usually the first one to join. As you can see, these two dudes on the screen, Sincere on Beats, my new co-host for the Tuesdays stream here, and the one and only, my good friend, longtime friend, Jacques Slade. Who wants to talk first? Sincere, what's up? We'll go with you first.
We can talk. Oh, okay. Well, so never mind. I'll shut
up. I did tell you to shut the fuck up, huh? Didn't I tell you to shut up? Sincere, what's good?
He was like, yo, shut up. You're going to punch us in the eye. I was like, all right, no problem. What's up, family? How you guys doing, man? How's everything?
I'm good. Jock, if you don't know, Sincere has a website called Music Diary Group. And he rates, for lack of a better way to put it, rates music of a new up-and-coming artist.
Okay.
So I think that's what started the whole me reminiscing, you know what I'm saying? Because we started rating music and everything. I think I played a couple of our songs just in a random conversation that we had. And then I was like, I want to reminisce and listen to some of my other music. So that's how this particular show came up. Because then I was like, well, I have a ton of music with Jock, a.k.a. KU, Cousteau. So let's do that.
I'm down. Let's do it.
And that's why you're here. So tell us about you, Jock.
My name is Jacques.
Right. Hold on. Let me say. Yeah, I was going to say. Make sure you have rapper hat on.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I go by Cousteau on the internet. It's Kustoo. It's on all the places. Don't rap as much as I used to, which is terrible, but I probably should. Started out making music when I was really, really young, and that's how Preezy and I linked up. I had a record deal and a publishing deal, and the producer linked us up with Preez. Started making music with him probably about 20 years ago, I would say.
At minimum,
like close to 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, and we've been rocking together ever since. Did albums, we've done music and TV together, we've done movies. We've done my album, we've done the Rat Pack album, we did my album, did some songs with him on his album. We've done a bunch of stuff that nobody really knows about in my world today because I do so much like sneaker stuff. A lot of people don't know that I was in the rap music business for a very long time, and it really kind of helped shape who I am. So it's exciting to hear some of these old cuts we're gonna play today.
Now, Sincere, at any moment, if you have a question, save it. First of all, no, I'm just kidding. You can ask it at any moment. You can ask that at any moment. And that's questions for me or Jock, because we're going to reminisce on our time together as musicians. Now, like I said, I guess what you want to call it, boss and employee, even though I hate that. We just work together. We work together on social media stuff.
Yeah.
That's where we at with it now. But we did talk about, and I tried to explain this to the stream before, how all of y'all used to be at the house all the time for hours, and we will make song after song after song, and how nowadays, like, we had the internet, but it wasn't like it is now, where it is like, send me that beat, and I'll write to it, and you're totally just separated. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all would really come over, and we will be together, catching the vibe together. Do you remember those days?
Yeah, and I that's such a better way to make music, because when you're in the same room, there's a certain energy that's there that that you just don't get when you're separate and writing songs by yourself. Not that writing songs separately can't work. We see it happen all the time these days, but there is something magical about being in a room with the producer, with the artist, with the writer, and you guys are doing it together, like feeding off each other. You say a line that makes them think they can add this to the beat, or you do this to the beat, and that makes the artist think of, oh, I can put this in this pocket now because you added that sound or that tone. It really changes up the environment that you don't really get, as opposed to being, you do this, then I do this, then you do this, then I do this. That the collaborative energy is not there when you're separate like they are a lot of times these days.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I
you
miss
know what? You can feel that through the record too, though. You know, the energy that the artists share together, you can feel that it comes through, but it's different.
Yeah, there's something special about being in the same room and writing and recording a song in the same night together. Like even doing a quick mix of it gives it a totally different energy than you do of someone sending you a beat, you writing down something, and then recording your vocals and sending it back. Like the producer it's not that the producer can't build off of that. That's definitely that definitely happens. But there is even with the lyrics that you say and how you say something, the producer in the room can make a suggestion which makes you think, oh, I can do something like this now that you've said that. Like that energy is lost.
You guys, we used to sit in there like, I don't know if you remember, my living room was basically the studio. And I remember one day in particular where you was sitting on the floor, braced up against the couch. And I remember Big B and Joseph was over there and they were on the couch, but you was on the floor. I can't remember what song we were working on, but I remember that day like it was yesterday. And I was at the thing making the beat. Well, no, I think I was doing a quick mix. And I remember looking over and they were over there vibing. Joseph was doing his singing Joseph thing, but I remember you was sitting on the floor writing your verse, and I don't know why that picture lives in my head all this time, but I remember, and that is like burnt into my memory of that time, and whenever I think of us during that time, that's the first image that comes to my brain.
That's the image that comes to your mind?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, those were good times. They're like and when I say good times, I mean because it was such a creative time, I think, in all of our lives. The creative energy that we had, we would just do stuff, whether it worked or not. We were just getting that energy out. And that's something that you don't see a lot of today. I feel like we would have, if we were in today's world, I don't know if we would have done as much music as we did back then, because everything is so separate today. Like, not that people don't get to the studio today. It happens a lot, but it just feels different. Like we were like every night in the studio, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, just working, writing songs, testing out ideas, making beats, like all that stuff, all that energy is something that you don't get. I recommend, all the time for people to get in the studio with somebody and to create, even if, I know a lot of times the producer ends up just sitting there, because the producer, a lot of times they make the beat and they're just sitting there waiting for the artist to kind of find the energy or find the vibe of the song. And that may take some time, but once that spark hits,
probably why I drank so much. Just waiting on y'all.
Just waiting.
First?
Yeah. I mean, but
y'all,
once that spark
nobody's
hits,
ready yet? All right, give me another drink. Speaking of which,
that spark hits though, it's good.
Oh yeah. Y'all lit the mic up. I remember a lot of food being sprayed on the pop filter from all of y'all, but we didn't care. It was like, once you caught it, let's go with it. Everybody had stinky drunk breath except for you, because you didn't drink, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. We was all in there hot and sweaty and just rocking the mic. Speaking of which, let's get into this first joint. I got a playlist together and we gonna reminisce. Like I said in the pre-show, if you have a backstory, tell it. If you just want to enjoy the song, that's cool, because I'm sure you haven't heard these joints in a minute. Okay?
I'm sure some of them I probably don't even remember we did, but that's all right.
So this first one is Cousteau featuring Ablaze, called Like That.
Young Breezy, back on the track. And all my niggas say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I take you to the candy shop. Well, not exactly. I'ma mix it in with a taste of chocolate factory. If you know what I'm talking about, mom could dap me, but you can't be afraid of this Laffy Taffy. So let's get this crackin', no time to waste. Plus you know I love your face when you concentrate. Hypnotize me with your body when you move it like a snake. Got me feeling so good, a nigga screaming out, wait. Yeah, now I'm back up on it. And of course I'ma give it to you how you want it. And I don't give a damn, we can do it in public. Cause you whisper in my ear how much you love it. And how when KU do it that he can't do it. Cause he can't do it like KU do it. When KU do it, he'll coach you through it like, slow down, ma, let me do it. Yeah, yeah, baby, like that. I like the way you do it, mommy. Especially when you do that. I like the way you do it, mommy. Got me like, who's that?
Wow, listening
I don't love you for your body, girl, I love you for your brain.
Yeah, baby, like that. I like the way you do it, especially when you do that. I like the way you do it. Got me
So
like,
this song, I think I wrote. This song was written as a kind of like a trying to find a midway point between like Jay and 50 is really kind of where I was living with this one. It was trying to find a spot in between those two, and like that you can clearly hear that served as the inspiration for the song. And then Ablaze did her thing. She was always dope. It was good to get her on that one, but. Yeah, I remember like that. A lot of the inspiration for that one was trying to find a midway point between Jay and 50 and kind of add my own twist to that feeling. And yeah, it was a good song. It's a good song. It's crazy hearing it back. I haven't heard that song in years, but yeah, it's a good vibe, good energy.
I like that one. That was a beat. I remember that beat was almost like a throwaway because I had a loop and it was. Well, you kind of heard it in the hook. It was like a drum, like a do 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 do. I put the little rhythm around it, and you came up with that, and you got a Blaze on it, and that's what turned out.
Yeah,
and that was great.
Shout out to Ablaze. Shout out to Ablaze for coming through and blessing us on that one.
There was one song we had a sample, and we couldn't. Well, I wouldn't say couldn't clear it, but it was gonna cost. And we had a whole conversation with me, you, and Jan about possibly clearing this particular sample. You still don't. I'm trying to be vague to see if you can get it. And it's you probably get it as soon as I say Danica was on the hook.
I still don't remember.
Really? No, oh my God. Okay.
Well, Danica did a bunch of songs with
she did. But this one has a sample. It's a very prominent sample.
Oh, I think I know now. No one. Yeah. Oh, Sincere, I thought this was going to be my joint. I thought this was going to take me to the moon, bro.
Up in jeans, no Maybach yet, or the private jet, but I got the confidence of a seasoned vet. When you're hot though, what you expect? I didn't have the benefit of ice chains on my neck to help her sleep sound when she laid on my chest. I heard that real love makes you lose your breath, helps you get butterflies when you both touch flesh. Just sit back and relax. Let me tell you a little story about how a pimp acts. Well, when he's caught in the loop, got him singing beautiful like the 03 Sloop. Cause when Cupid shoots, one thing I can promise, it's the same from Packtown to Hollis. Make you hustle on the block, gotta get them dollars. And when little mommy calls, all you do is holler back. True.
I didn't realize how much Danica was over singing on this now that I listen back to it.
Really? You thought she was over singing?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really realize it back then. If I would have her do it again, it would be less.
I agree. But that joint is hard. Yo, I hear Jay-Z. You sound like Jay-Z on this joint.
Okay, now I'm glad you said that because I was actually going to take Jacques into that whole concept since you really got a taste of his voice. And there's a couple of these songs I'm gonna let play all the way through, but you got a sense of his voice now, his rhyme style, and all that. And I'm glad you said Jay, because everybody would say Jay-Z with a sprinkle of Will Smith when they heard him rap. So my question to you, and I don't think I've ever asked you this, of how did that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Because every rapper want to have their own identity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Every entertainer wants to have identity, even though they take inspiration from other people. Like me as a producer, obviously people know Timbaland, Neptunes was my inspiration, and my beats kind of spoke to that. Yeah. But how did that make you feel whenever somebody instantly compare you to those two?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. It's just the way that I rapped. Like, it wasn't like I wasn't doing it intentionally. It's just how I rapped.
Did you ever think about changing? Like, maybe I should change it up. Maybe I should switch my style or something.
But then I would have been like, I would have had to force a change to the music, to the way that I made, to the way that I heard songs, to the way that I heard rhyme schemes, to the way that I heard the pocket. Like, I would have had to force that change. And I think that would have been challenging. So I just never changed. Like, I heard those comparisons, and I mean, even in the beginning of the intro of the album, you know, one of the lines is, "I'm not chasing you rappers, I'm chasing Will Smith." Like, so it was. I mean, obviously there was some inspiration there from Will and Jay, but that's just the way that I rapped. Honestly, I just couldn't. It's not something that I could literally change. It's just who I was or where I was then. Like, if I did a song these days, like,
so it never made you feel lesser than.
No, because I mean, it wasn't nothing that I could do about it. It's just the way that I rapped. I mean, I wasn't like a 3 V's in the pen. Like, I wasn't gonna be Onyx. Like, just enforce that. Like, it wasn't like, you know what I mean? I couldn't force like a Sticky Fingers or like a 50 and be like, come on, no. Like, that just wasn't where I heard the pocket or where I heard my voice land. Right. So it was just something that was part of it. I just kept rapping because that's how I felt.
Sincere, you got any thoughts?
You know what? I like to hear that record for real, because I felt she was over singing, right?
Yeah, I hearing that to now, I was just like, I guess I didn't realize it. But I mean, because that's what, 20 years old, 25 years old,
easily,
something like that. Yeah.
Now you have fresh ears.
Yeah.
You know. And I ain't gonna front. I like that. It feels good.
Yeah. I got another question for you, but it's coming up. This one, you were a part of a group called Rat Pack. You want to say who Rat Pack was before I get into this one?
Rat Pack was J7 and Big B. I don't know what song he about to play, but yeah, that was the group, and that's what kind of got me. I would say not got me started, but got me started in like the professional world. Like, I had been doing stuff with 1-to-1 with my boys in college before I started the group. Well, I got into the group with Joe and B. And we did their album, and then Joe did his album, then I did my album, then B did his album, and that's kind of the lifeblood of the Cousteau that the world knows today. I guess the world knew back then.
Who started the group? I never knew whose idea was to
Joe.
put the Rat Pack together.
It had to be Joe. Joe was always plotting and planning. He was strategic.
Still to this day,
he was strategizing. That had to be Joe for sure.
All right. Do you remember Not in Love?
No.
It's the Rat Pack, y'all. Hey, yo, Puff, remember last year you did like the I Need a Girls Part 1 and Part 2s, like you, Loon, Barry Manilow, Cher, Foxy, and I think DMX. But like, we felt you, but right now, we not in love. J7's in love, but the rest of us, we're not in love right now.
God, I don't remember this at all.
Please stop spreading them lies. You're looking for excuses why you spreading them thighs. You dreading them times when you was lost and all alone. Go frost when you at home without you paging the kid. Wishing I was in it for the long haul with no pause. You're trying to wipe the superstar for the applause. Do you get more stripes with a cat like me? Or ain't nobody ever beat it from the back like me? Or do you see your future bright with a stat like me? Or is it cloudy and you're lost what these facts might be. The fact is, we was drunk and my dick starts to talk, and I had to say what I had to say, so my mouth starts walking, spitting a mile a minute as the heat starts sparking. It grows alive, starts to rise when the lights go darken. Spilling and telling your friends just how hot it got. You think I'm in love, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm in love, I'm in love, think I'm in love, but I'm not.
Not your boy.
I'm in love, I'm in love, wish I'm in love.
See, I ain't got time to deal with it.
I'm in love, I'm in love, think I'm in love.
Shake them off, I just
don't
shake them
remember.
off.
I have no idea what I'm about to say.
So just when you see me, you know how it goes. Typically they attracted it to the flows, magneting it to the by the time that the night is closed. The show's all in the swagger and not to brag about it, but I'ma talk about it because I happen to live it. I flipped it so she could visit more than Sandro Pay. Picture the cat you playing a mandolay. I couldn't either, and so I had to reach it to show what Cuddy could teach her. It's more than the emotions and going through all the motions, just love and commitment. Sometimes the way he hits it, more often the way he spits it in the car that he drove. She never knew that the leather was so soft in the robe, and that's enough to make her take off her clothes. But I'm the villain, cause I'ma keep it pimping a little, excuse me, missing while traveling on this mission for the one that I need. But until then, gotta focus on making this brilliant and only loving when I'm feeling the feeling. Know what I mean?
I'm in love, I'm in love, think I'm in love, but I'm not.
Yep, that's
I don't
Not in
remember that
Love.
verse at all.
Rat Pack, you don't remember it?
I literally don't remember writing. You could have played this song for me and had, I don't know how to say that, but for some reason, like I like that song is gone from my brain. Like
Wow.
I don't remember that at all. Like,
That's crazy.
I like
you could have played that today and I'd have been like, that's AI. That's AI saying me.
That's funny.
That's
funny.
That's so wild.
Well, that
that
shows
just-
you haven't heard these joints in a minute. But
Wow.
fire verse though.
Yeah, the verse was good. I was like, oh, I can rap. But I just don't remember. I just don't remember the song.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
I
another
was
one
listening
though
to
that we're
Joe's
gonna
verse.
get.
Go ahead.
Sorry. There's another one that we're gonna get to that's like one of my favorite cadences that you dropped on a verse. When you start doing that, there's one we're gonna get to. It's coming up.
Wow.
But speaking of us working together, like all these tracks, I picked the ones because I have all of y'all music. I still have it, all of it, whether I produced it or not.
Yeah,
So if and when you want to deep dive into y'all catalog, holla at the historian right here.
that's wild.
We work together.
I would
A lot
never.
of
I would never thought that I would get to a point where I would do a song and I don't remember. Like even when you played it, it didn't even be like, oh yeah. No,
yeah,
it's completely gone out of my brain.
that's amazing.
Wild.
Wow.
I'll
Wow.
send it to you. Sincere, don't feel left out. I know we over here just fully reminiscing though.
No, it's about my man right here, and I'm listening, and I'm actually enjoying this.
We've worked on a lot of stuff. Like he said before, he's still over there just in full shock right now.
Like that felt like me listening to a new song for the first time.
Was
That's
that
what that felt like?
was that your out of body experience? You listening to you rap about you? That's literally what it was.
funny.
You listening to you rap about you and not
Yeah.
remembering that it's you.
Now,
I don't even think like. Go ahead, Sincere.
Did you think it was Jay-Z when you heard that? But like, who's that?
Right. But like, oh, he's got some clever lines. Oh, he's a clever rapper. Okay. Oh, he got in a little pocket too. Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I was like, all gone. Wow.
So yeah,
That's-
we said in the beginning that we worked on a bunch of stuff together, a lot of TV, a lot of film work or whatever. One of the songs, and I think I played this one before in the stream, that we basically the song went everywhere. Everywhere, from cartoons, animated series to movies to America's Top Model to what was it, Fighting with Channing Tatum, like all kind of movies, all kind of TV shows. This song, and I don't know if you remember this one. Well, you do remember the song, Jacques. I know you do. But I don't think you remember how it came about. Because we actually had this song to a whole different beat. And it was okay, but the song sucked. And then I made this particular beat that we ended up using. I actually made. Do you remember Conflict? You remember that group I used to work with, Conflict?
Yeah.
So I made this beat for them. They didn't want it, and then we ended up using it for a remix version of the other song, of the original. And then when we did it, I mixed it. You sent it to I think it was Position at the time, and the song blew up. And I mean, for like a solid 10 years, it was placement after placement after placement after placement. Same song. We did some other ones in between there.
Like, what song?
Same song.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all hear the drums? Take you back to Africa. It's Cuddy, man.
I can make a hot beat when I want to.
Let's get it, man. Yeah. Woo. Cuddy's back in the building, folks. And the oohs and the eyes, what he still provokes. When she lets go of your hand, it's cause she hopes that she's the one I call when it's time to float. Nope. Hate to be so cocky and brash, but I'm working on getting about a half in cash. That's before my music even hits the shelves. Before the marketing and my good looks sell well. That's why I grind like a rock in a hard place and choose not to deal with GDs and Stardate. Actually, Cuddy probably turned them off because an Altima really ain't the ride you floss. Yeah. But they say my demeanor is so sexy. Gentleman type of thug, I only do what you let me. If you're trying to check me, really, you won't forget me. Do what you gotta do, just remember the blessing comes.
It ain't nobody hot as me. That's how I earned this degree in biology. I'm so fresh, so clean, I'm so nice, so mean, I'm so hot, so cool. So y'all just move. It ain't nobody hot as me. That's how I earned this degree in biology. I'm so
hey, don't talk over my verse.
So mean, so hot, so
Oh, my bad.
cool. So y'all just move.
Hit the club tonight, seeing what's going on. Yardbird hold the ice, ladies rocking the thong. Big Bizzle in the house, that already gone. Breezy in the house, ain't gonna be sober for long. I got $40 on the Citron, trying to impress the chicks. Maybe I take her home. I said no, that's my clone. Undressing with my eyes, how can I make her moan? Leg twisting, back breaking, sweat dripping. Still I'm drinking. My liquor running low, time for her to go. Now she looking at the address out of the door. So we setting up for the next show. By the way, stay tuned for the info. A whole nother venue, and wouldn't you believe she at the club with a sign saying Young Breeze.
It ain't nobody.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember this. I remember most about this song is after you mixed it. Like I heard this like strange kind of like syncopated beat at the end, and I remember telling you at the end, I was like, "Oh, you got to do like this, like that," and then you ended up chopping the beat up. And
I
doing
think
all
that's
that at
this
the end.
version. Let me fast forward. Hold on.
Yep. Yeah, like I heard this like syncopated. Yeah.
And there's also a version with me scratching at the end too, but that's somewhere in the archives.
Yeah, I remember. That's the thing I remember most about this one is like I heard all those like different like sounds being like syncopated and cut up at the end. And this is all after. I remember this was after you mixed it, and I sat there with you, and then you were. We talked about it for like 30 minutes because I just heard. I don't know, for some reason I heard that at the end.
I was a little bit annoyed. I remember that time.
Yep.
I'm glad I listened though, because in retrospect, obviously we got super paid off of that one song, and I'm glad it happened the way it happened because obviously if we would have kept that other beat, and I still have the original song, I should have loaded it up.
That's what I wanted. That's what I want to hear because I don't remember that.
The other joint is whack. Like I don't even. You know what? I'm not playing. It was garbage.
Okay. All right.
Play it, Preezy.
Well, I gotta find it. So one day, I'll look for it. Speaking of other licensed songs, now this is gonna get a little funny, okay? And I'm gonna run these kind of back to back almost, but this is when we were doing Community. If you're not, you remember Community? Yeah. Tell them about Community, Jacques.
Oh, so I ended up meeting the the showrunner for the song Community. I mean, for the movie, TV show rather, Community.
TV show.
And
do you know Community, Sincere?
Yes.
With Joel McHale. I think, didn't you say your wife watches that show?
Yep.
Okay, so that's this show.
So I met them, and for the pilot, I saw the pilot, and I did this like janky like song beat combination about the for the pilot, just because I was like, oh, I really like the show. I thought it was funny, and I submitted a song for it, and I even shot like a makeshift music video in my car. Literally driving to Home Depot, and I just put the song in the CD player, turned on the camera, and just rapped to it while I was doing it. It was just like a verse, and that ended up kind of starting a relationship. So they came to us for a lot of music, and so a lot of times, sometimes we would do original music. Sometimes they would be like, "Can you do something that sounds like XYZ?" and put it for us to put into the show, because they didn't want to pay like the original person. So it was like, "Can you guys do a sound alike?" And so I did quite a few songs for that show. And when Preezy and I did quite a few of them as well. So I'm not sure which song he about to play, but we did quite a few of them.
Well, it's the one that kind of went the most viral, which was that Bang remix that we did, and it was a sound alike to a Black Eyed Peas joint. And if you go on YouTube, it's sitting on my channel. We actually did a little video to it where we're sitting on the couch with a bunch of stuffed animals, grown men sitting on the couch with a bunch of stuffed animals. And we did a whole little video featuring a good friend, Asia Lee. And that's actually almost one of my, we're not going to talk about Joe numbers. Jacques has astronomical YouTube numbers. My numbers, on the other hand, are very modest. But that's one of my top videos on my channel, right under my Kanye West video, I think it is. This was called Bang. We called it Bang 3 Remix. And if you're referencing the show, I forget what episode, but it's at the end of the episode, where Donald Glover and the other dude, I forget his name, they crumping and they doing this thing. Yeah. And then Joe walks in. They like, is this crumping? Am I crumping? Am I crumping now? And then Joe walks in and be like, nah, that's not crumping. This is crumping. And they all basically just, doing their version of crumping. And the beat that's playing is this one.
I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna know if you can feel this tonight. I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna know if you can feel this tonight. I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna know if you can feel this tonight. I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna see your hands in the sky. You can hear it a mile down the road, about to make your trunk explode. You can feel it up and down your coast, and make sure you don't get too close, cause I make them speakers low. The whole party gon' get down low. Low, 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 yeah. Low, 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 yeah. Low. Let's go. Let me get it till we get it, and the kitten is good. I wanna hear it, bang, bang, all through your hood. Party up and get down. Let me hands if you could. Let me see you drop it like I wish you would. Let's get it in, cause it just don't stop. Keep the beat rocking, cause it just don't stop. Just do your thing, let it bang, bang, bang. I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna know if you can feel this tonight. I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna know if you can feel this tonight. I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna know if you can feel this tonight. I wanna see your hands in the sky. I wanna see your hands in the sky.
Young Chris, make the beat go bang, make my booty go bang, bang, bang.
So yeah, that song right there is what plays at the end of that episode, and that's Bang 3. Still one of the most viral songs on my YouTube channel. So thanks for that part.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm sure you know about this kind of stuff, Sincere, where they be like, we want to do a song that sounds like this because we're not gonna pay XYZ this to get their song. We need something that sounds like it, and that's what we did.
Sound like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because I seen that, but I wasn't really listening to the music, and I don't remember the music from that, but I remember that scene. It's crazy.
That scene? Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, no. Now I'm going to go back and watch. Yeah.
Just saying.
There's actually an episode. I'm on the show in one of the episodes. I think it's season 1 or season 2, where I'm teaching Chevy Chase how to rap at the end of the episode because he gets into a battle with Eric.
Bro, that's like a hell of a statement to say. I'm teaching Chevy Chase how to rap. Right? Like, who can say that though? Like you. So
yeah, right?
That's funny.
We're going down a community train now. Do you remember Senior Chang, Jack?
Yeah, this song was actually pretty good.
It was. So I
Some
believe
of them I was like, that sounds like, but this one was fun.
If I'm not mistaken, is when Senior Chang walks in the classroom with a boombox,
Yep.
And he hits play on his song on the boombox or whatever, and I don't know the rest of the scene, and then he plays this.
I am seeing your chain, and I'm so ill. This is a warning, I can't be killed. All in your cabeza, without a chaser. Not another teacher with this much flavor. Get your hands up for Espanol, the Spanish evil genius and probably the meanest. Say hello to part 2 of classic caliente. It's 1-0-2, and I know how much you miss me. I'm chained, and I cannot die. I'm chained, and I cannot die. I'm chained, and I cannot die. No, I cannot die. No, I cannot die. I'm chained, and I cannot die. I'm chained, and I cannot die. I'm chained, and I cannot die. No, I cannot die. No, I cannot die. No.
How you
That's
feel
so
hearing
funny.
that?
No, I like because it takes me back to that scene of him being in the classroom. I mean, because we literally wrote it just for that. Like that song doesn't exist anywhere else except for in that scene on the show.
I thought it was funny.
I think we only did one verse. I think we only did that one verse and chorus too.
Yeah, it was for. We literally did it for that thing. So it wasn't even no reason to do a whole little situation. But let me see if you remember this one. Also.
All my boys and all my peeps. All my boys and all my peeps. All my boys and all my peeps like to wear nightcaps when they go to sleep. I like the nighttime, especially when I'm going to sleep. Got my milk and my cookies, all types of treats. Mama kiss me good night, tuck me in just right. And don't forget to turn on my Scooby bright light. Unibody PJs, footsies out. Squeeze my favorite blankie before I knock out. Off to see the Sandman in my dreamland, where I'm the king and the world's in my hands. So all my boys and all my peeps. All my boys and all my peeps. All my boys and all my peeps like to wear nightcaps when they go to sleep. All my boys and all my peeps. All my boys and all my peeps. All my boys and all my peeps like to wear nightcaps when they go to sleep.
Now, if you hear the yes in the background, the little light voices is his. And then I came and did the under voices for the manly voice, which is mine. That's the yeah. And then he got the light, soprano yes. And then yeah, that was him. So I just want to clarify that part. I don't know if you was going to point that out, but I wanted to make sure I pointed out that the little bitch voices was, that was him. Man voices was me. Okay.
Yo,
I literally got hoarse because I was trying to sound like so thuggish.
You did because you was.
I got hoarse by the end of the song because it was trying to like just being so like rambunctious, and that ain't the way that I really rap and talk. That's funny.
Wow. Well, you did a good job. Good job, man. Listen, I'm rocking to these songs, man.
It gets weird though. It gets weird. Let me tell you, it gets weird because I told you I'm gonna play these kind of back to back. It gets weird. We went through a section of I want to say ringtones as you called it, and I remember we were in. This is when we were in a 1-bedroom apartment at the time, and it was hot in this spot, and Tanea was in there cooking burritos. This is where my memory. I have a really good memory. Okay, let me just put that out there. So she was in there cooking burritos, and I remember I had the microphone facing the kitchen. So as you were recording these joints, you felt really weird about rapping these particular songs toward her in the kitchen.
That's right.
And I'm gonna show you
why we did the. I mean, I know we did them for the show, but I don't remember the context.
I don't remember either.
Anyway, play them. Go ahead.
Here's the first one. Sincere, you'll see why, and I think right off the rip, you'll see why he felt a certain kind of way that she was literally facing her in the kitchen. Okay.
Oh,
poor guy.
What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke.
Yeah.
Daddy Longstroke. What
Yeah.
they call you, man?
I'm like the Brooklyn Bridge.
What up, son?
You might feel it next to your ribs.
Goddamn.
Nothing like it when I handle my biz. See, I should be in jail for the things I did. Gotta scream it like I'm trying to kill her. No, I'm not Michael Jackson, but I'm a thriller. I give it to her straight with no filler. Let me introduce you to my friend Caterpillar.
What they
Yeah.
call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you,
Wait,
man? They
it
call me
keeps
Daddy
going though.
Longstroke.
It keeps
They
going.
call me
keep
Daddy
going.
Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. I said, what they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke.
Another verse, God.
Stroke, 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 stroke. Yeah. She said she wants snakes on a plane. Gave her the poison when we flew over Maine. Mile high like we in Colorado. She took it like a winner, so that makes me the lotto. Yeah, and that was just on the first flight. I'm Mr. International, you know I got my head right. She was Troy, I would always be Greek. So when she says it's like a horse, it's the truth that she speaks. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man?
I'm sorry, you gotta hear this.
Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. I said, what they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke. Stroke, 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 stroke.
Go daddy.
Oh, that's
apologize,
Janelle.
Sincere.
She's on it.
Stroke.
Go daddy.
Yeah.
Remember that? We actually got her to be on it. Go, daddy.
Earthquake every time we rock, we rock. I thought I told you that we won't stop. We gon' keep going till your neighbors call the cops. Take that. Yeah, I hear them bang banging at the door. Don't they know that we here just working on the floor? For sure. Guess you can say I'm laying hardwood. And my daddy told me I should try as hard as I could. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man? They call me Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke. Daddy Longstroke. What they call you, man?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Sincere. You got to hear this, bro. I'm sorry.
Yo, I'm looking at your face. You're like, oh my God. Yo, I could have
Yep.
I don't remember the context. I mean, they must have gave us some sort of direction for that kind of stuff, because I would never.
Well, you did, and it even gets more better.
I love it when she make a booty bounce. Bounce, but bounce, bounce, make a booty bounce. Bounce, but bounce, bounce, make a booty bounce. Bounce, but bounce, bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce, yeah. Seen her at the club, tight jeans on. Sipping Patron just to get me gone. Moving body like a snake tooth the wind, so if she knew like I know, then it's all official. Girl, you gonna let me touch that thing? Cause watching you was driving me insane. Your frame is bad to the bone, so let's get it on. Come on, let's get it on. She make a booty bounce, bounce, but bounce, bounce, make a booty bounce.
Hey, this is gonna triple platinum today.
Real talk, though.
All I gotta do is mumble a little bit, and we be good. Mumble with some auto tune, and we be good today.
It keeps going.
She moved that thing like a snake on the dance floor. Body so ill that her son must be a cancer. And I am so.
These are like full songs, bro.
I know. I'm trying to remember why we did them. I just don't remember why.
These are full songs.
He was like, yo, Red could get on that joint. She'd be like, yeah, I want to be in there in the video.
Right. These days, Sexy Red would be all over that.
I'm telling you.
No, Sexy Red will be on this here.
She let me lick her down. 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 And then I dick her down. She let me lick 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 her down. And then I dick her down. You know you heard it. It ain't perverted. I look her down and I love it when she squirted. She wanna toot it. Cause how I do it. I let her know that it ain't nothing to it. Just call my cell phone. Make me your ringtone. And when I get home, don't have no clothes on. I pull my tongue out, and then I head south. Cat got your tongue? No pussy in my mouth. Yep. She let me lick her down. She let me lick her down. She let me lick her down. She let me lick her down, and then I dick her down. She let me lick her.
Although that would have been a better line if I would have said cat got your tongue. Yep. And no, I should have said yep. That would have been a better line.
Wow.
Yep. She let me lick her down.
That is not
Yeah,
getting.
that would have been a better rap line. We should have been, if we would have like cat got your tongue. Yep. Pussy in my mouth. That would have been a lot better line instead of saying no.
I love how he like pauses to say pussy. Now that he's older,
because the kids is here and the door's open.
Okay.
You got to be conscious.
So it gets better. I know that was great. Yes, it gets better. There's like three more, and I've actually skipped two of them, but yeah.
Beat it up, beat it up. Just let me beat it up, beat it up, beat it up. Just let me beat it up, beat it up, beat it up. Just let me beat it up, just let me beat it up. Yeah, then watch me eat it up. Told you once, don't make me tell you again. Beat it so bad and make you go to your friends. I'm the dude that make you spend all your ends. Cause I do it like I spent a couple years in the pen. That's where you're smiling when
All I know is the beats are fire though.
I devour for at least a half an hour. I love that thing, so sweet, not sour. Eat that putty like it's giving me power. Beat it up, beat it up.
Like it's giving me
power. Beat it up, just let me beat it up. Beat it up, beat it up.
Now keep in mind, Sincere, I told you, he was recording these facing my wife while she's cooking burritos, bro.
Yeah, we did all of these in the same night.
In the same night. Just vulgar. Just nasty and vulgar. And again, I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment in Hawthorne, California. The walls were thin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure my neighbors were like, what the heck are they doing over there?
I know Hawthorne, Grevillea Avenue.
Beat it up, beat it up. Hey, beat it up, beat it up.
That's wild. I really wish I remember the context for these songs. Because I don't remember why they asked us to do this for some reason. I don't remember what it was. Because I don't think any of this ever made it to the show.
No, they did not. We did them. You told me that they went another direction or whatever. So we just had them. I just kept them.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Interesting.
Well, so let's get back to you actually being a real rapper. Because that was we were experimenting.
It was experiment. It was for TV and film. It was like, you give them what they want. They don't want you to rapper. They want something that sounds a certain way for the scene to make the scene feel a certain way. So that's what you give them.
So before we get into these other ones, do you miss it?
Rapping?
Yes.
Oh yeah, all the time. I am the best rapper in the world in my brain. Every 2 to 3 months. Every 2 to 3 months in my brain, I'm like, oh man, I can get back out there. They can't stop O'Kane. But I get back out there like they can't.
We've toyed with the idea of getting back with it, but never follow through.
Yeah. I every once in a while I'll think of a clever line and I'll be like, yep. And then I'll find like a pocket on a song and I'll be like, oh, they should have said this here, but I don't know.
Oh man.
Okay. Rat Pack. I Stay the Same. Do you remember that one?
Nope. Maybe when I hear it. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
Once again, it's Young Breezy. And he's back on the track. With the Rat Pack, damn it, you nuts. It's my man KU. And my man G7. And my man Big B. And Cyphercon's in the building.
Now that your brain tuned in, you can listen in on the words of the prolific. So specific, quick with it. You gotta hustle for shit, my nigga. Cause if you don't, you won't get it. Aspiration, dreams, and goals fold faster than bad hands. I'm a product of the Badlands. Call me Sweet Dick Willie.
Let me see if I can fast forward to your verse. Were you first or second?
Yeah, I don't remember my verse for this one.
So far.
So I can buy dope things. Refuse to lose. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Man.
All you haters flip it.
I wasn't born with the muscle, but born with the hustle. So they know this nigga trouble, cause they know that he doubles every year that he's in it. So they fear when he spit it, cause he's here just to get it like a pimp. When he visits with a flow, this exquisite, I sat and identified ways like a blaze to make Benjamin multiply. Since they swear I'm gonna change, cause I'm in a range where I'm not your plain rap guy. I'm from a brain where I can feel the wind pick it up. And I've been trained, so I should never give it up. And I'll never change up, cause the pack's in my heart. I'm just a bad time away from where I gotta start. I'm a product of the ghetto that rose up a level. Got stuck in the middle of the bass and the treble. So what you see then is the life of me now. Cause the only thing changing is the size of the crowd.
That was nice. That was a nice verse. I like that.
Now, I've heard you tell this story on other podcasts and other things, but you were in a movie called Walk Hard.
Yes.
Can you give us a little backstory on Walk Hard? Sincere, are you familiar with that movie, Walk Hard?
No, I'm not.
It's Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, right? Or something like that?
The Dewey Cox story, yeah. It's a movie with John C. Reilly where he's kind of parroting...
I'm just forcing you to tell this story so you can tell your character name.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, tell the story first.
He's parodying, and I play a rapper that samples his old school song from like the 70s. He had a popular song called Walk Hard, and as the current rapper, I flipped it to You Make Me So Hard, and my rap name was Lil Nutsack for the movie.
Hilarious. The movie is great, though. Yeah, the song was dope. The movie is pretty funny. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
What is the movie?
Walk Hard.
The movie's called Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. I'm only in it for like 2 seconds. Like my song is at the very end. They play my song, the song that I wrote. I had to write the song 3 times because it wasn't graphic enough each time I wrote it. Like, I wrote it. They listened to it and they was like, we like it, but we needed to be a little bit more like graphic. And then
that's only because you didn't write Liquor Down yet. You know what I'm saying? That was
true.
You wasn't in your vulgar stage.
I wasn't in my vulgar stage of music. And then they like one final time they sent me back and I was like, one more time. And then I literally just like wrote the most grotesque things I could think of saying and made them rhyme. And it was like, perfect. This is it.
Hey, it worked, right?
Yeah, it worked. It worked.
All right. Couple more. Check this out. Wait. Did I play this one? Nope. Here we go.
Remember this.
Young Breezy. I keep it real ghetto with mine because I know that the ghetto is mine. I keep it real hood with mine because I know that the hood is mine.
I knew I was gonna get you with this one. This dug deep.
I keep it real ghetto with mine because I know that the gutter is mine. Yeah. Ain't too many that can flow with him, that's why they notice him. Because the flow is sick, and he can flow it quick, and he can flow it slow. But let the truth be told, and he's just get told. You know the tube socks, the flip flops, the white tees and jeans, a little pork and beans. And in the course of things, he made me sports to blend, but still have hot sauce on my collard greens. Some people gonna call it good and hood, cause Cuddy could try to change his ways to stay out of the pack. But it brings me back into them days of old when I used to blaze the sack. I made me joke and smoke, big and tote, Cuddy man can float to a higher plane. But I desire things like a mic and brains, but some ghetto's gonna take another life to change. I keep it real ghetto with mine because I know that the ghetto is mine. I keep it real hood with mine because I know that.
Okay.
That was interesting.
He has a little lost
like,
face.
Choice. Huh?
What do you mean? Interesting choice.
No, just like where I chose to rap on that song. I don't know that I would hear that now. Like where I heard like my pocket there. I don't know if I would hear that now.
I'm letting him process a little bit. If you can see.
That.
What?
Yeah,
what do you mean? Like, what? You think you'll rhyme what? Faster, slower cadence, faster cadence?
Well, I like that I changed. Like I started one way and then I kind of changed it. But I keep it. Yeah, I probably would have took like these days. I probably would have did it more like a. Yeah, I probably would have changed it earlier. I like that I changed it though. I like that I at least like changed it. I like the like I felt like that felt really great too. But yeah, just interesting the choices that that what you hear and where you make those choices back then.
Yeah. Huh. I listened to my beats, like some old ones. When I was actually going through this stuff, I had a section where it was just beats I made that we never used. And I'd be like, ugh. Like some of them were kind of like, I wouldn't have chose that snare, like that snare is too fat for that. And it is something light, you know what I'm saying? Or, break it down, really questioning your choices, especially like some of the mixes. Cali Audio sent me these monitors. And I'll play some of my old mixes in these monitors, and I'm like, ugh, I need to find the master so we can do that shit over again.
Remaster this. Yeah, our ears are different now for sure.
Man, mixes are horrible. But this song is great.
Funny.
You might see me at the club with a glass or two. At the bar like a started up ass for two. And I ain't no lie, ain't no gas in you. All I've been thinking about is smashing you. So I recognize there's some game in me. Yeah, I just see the future and the fame to be. And all these motherfuckers do the same to me. You know we bring the ruckus, nigga, R-18. Rap pack, nigga. Hold still like animals. Shaking these groupies off.
I think you're
self-made money.
This is a move. I think you're the last verse.
City of scandals on
Yeah, there you are. Last verse.
Now Cuddy walk ain't changed, his talk ain't changed, and he don't wanna rock a drop top or the range. At the bar, same thing, and I'm good for the night. While she sippy on the licky and she feel just right, and she claims that she picky and Cuddy really risky, cause she heard he was quickie like a 1 minute nigga. Even if he look jiggy and he spit that slang, can he whip that thing like he Big Daddy Kane? Peak game, this swagger got years in the making. You can ask A&T, Dime Zini, and the Haitian. I'm a monster, I love it, can't get enough of it. That's why I like to crush it even when we in public. She knows I'm a rock star from humble beginnings, and now being a sinning and staying true to her vision. She loves the confidants of rocking and naughty yarns, and plus I'm a Damien. What was it you say to them? I see us at the club, walking through the door, at the bar like a star, nigga. Now you know that she's gonna get wet if she's in the front row.
We just move on it. We just move on it.
You might see us at the club, walking through the door, at the bar like a star.
What are you feeling?
It's an interesting one.
That's not
like
my favorite
like
cadence that you've done either. It's coming up.
Yeah, I'm just like listening back to I'm listening so much to like the flow these and like the choices that I made now. Like I'm just like, that's cool. That's
Sincere,
cool.
what you think of the
It's
beats?
just like,
I mean, not the beats, but what you've heard so far from him. You think he can get back with it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
No.
Yo, what is out
Sincere,
now?
don't lie to.
Yo, lyrically, yes. I like your flow, man. I really like actually what you bring to hip hop. If you say you hotter than what you are, like from back then.
And Jacques, I don't know if you can tell from his accent, he's over in New York.
Yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, you can hear it for sure. You can hear it for sure.
I gotta kind of break my accent down a little bit then, so you can be like, I gotta flip it. But yo, bro, yes. I think you still got it. I mean, you say you be lines. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
yeah. Every once in a while, bro, I'll just be in the car, or you just be chilling. You hear a song, and you hear like the choices that the rapper made, and you feel like that's so lazy. Like they could have did so much more with this kind of thing. But I don't know.
I think you got one left, Preezy.
I have two. I have one left. Yeah. But here's before we get to that, and obviously people don't see you as a rapper nowadays. You're more the sneaker influencer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what would you give to, I wouldn't say rappers, but entertainers? Just like a little nugget of wisdom for just entertainers nowadays. They might not listen. They might. But what little nugget of wisdom would you give from entertainers of what you know? And even that's even influencers also. Like take your influencer hat and your rapper hat and put all that shit together.
I would just say don't be afraid to fail. I think back then we weren't afraid to make music, whether people liked it or not. We just made music. And I think that's the thing. Just make stuff because you want to make it. Have fun making stuff. Because it lead like I firmly believe that if you keep creative energy trapped inside of you, it doesn't let other creative energy out. So I try to get, like, back then we just let everything out. We just did songs, we made songs, we rapped on them. I'm sure like some of those cadences that I use and some of those pockets that I was in, like if we had held on to those, you know what I mean? It would have never got out, which would lead me to think, like to now listening to them and go, oh, okay, that was a cool choice. But now how I would flip that choice by doing this or doing that, or holding a little bit more or going a little harder. Like I feel like just get it out, get it out. Whatever it is you do, get it out. Don't hold it in, because it leads to more creativity. It opens up a door. Like that door is a key to something, and you open that door up, and now you have more creativity that you can come through. I so firmly believe in that, getting that energy out and not holding it in.
There it is. So
I like more music from him, like the latest. I would like to see that. I think he got it in him.
He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. You ever talk to a brick wall?
I'm writing love songs now, Sincere.
If you've never talked to a brick wall, that's what you're doing right now.
You can write love songs, man. It's all about the ladies too. But I still think you got one.
Yeah, I think I could get one. I think I could do it. Honestly, I think I could do an album. I don't know the theme. The theme of the album, though, is like, I guess you really don't need that these days. But that's kind of where my mind goes. Like, oh, okay, I could probably do a thematic album. Anyway, what's the next song, Crazy?
That's all I'm gonna say to that shit right there, man. Here we go. This is my favorite cadence from KU over this beat. It's called On My Grind. From the Rat Pack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, Sincere, peep the cadence.
Okay, you Rat Pack, look, damn, you're nuts, yo. The grind different now, probably better mention now that these individuals is more than average criminals. J7 singing now, B6 is spitting out. Cuddy mind is working now, you're never gonna figure out how I plan on taking this from dining room and basements to TRL and 106, and that ain't all I wanna get. I'm working to get all of it, not just to be a part of it. Promotional and marketing, before we even start with them, you gotta think ahead of them and never lay in bed with them. This industry is sickening, and Rat Pack is the medicine. Bang it so loud it's deafening. I'm moving to intelligence that taught me when to operate. There's never time to hesitate, destroy and eliminate. From common man to magistrate, there's never time to contemplate. That's why they say to concentrate. I'm begging you to listen up, I'm not just here to entertain. I'm focused on reality and grind until I make a change.
Yep. Yeah. That was my favorite one. That was my favorite one for you, man.
I'm guessing
that was a good one.
You never smoked?
Say that again.
I say I'm guessing you never smoked, because that breath.
No. No smoke or drink. Nope.
Woo. Hats off to you.
All right, y'all. So I do have an ending song that I normally do on the show. I always give my goodbyes and do my thing, and there's always one more song. So we're gonna let KU, aka Jacques Slade, do the outro to this thing. I know I'm probably putting you on the spot and I already asked for your little inspirational words and so forth and so on, but you can sum it up. You can sum up our working relationship. You can say I'm an asshole, which he does. He does. He says I'm an asshole all the time, and I'd be like, so what we doing next? You know what I'm saying? So, and your point is, let's move on. But we worked together for years. He knows not to take me serious. You know, when I'm saying whatever I'm saying, I just be ripping off at the mouth, and they, you know, he knows. But my brother from another mother, like I said, we've known each other for a long time, been working together for forever, and publicly, I've told you in private, but publicly, thank you.
Oh, my connection. Oh, of course, when he says something nice about me, my connection goes down.
What a dick. This guy, I swear.
God damn it. What'd you say? My connection broke out. It was like, but publicly, and then it was just like,
that's your bad. You missed it.
Damn it.
That's the good thing. He could go back and replay the video.
No, delete. That's
true.
what the delete button is for. That's what the delete button is for.
I'll go back and play the video.
He know I don't wear my feelings on my sleeve, and that's probably about as much as he'll ever get and has ever gotten. No, I think I gave you a hug once.
Shameful.
And I forget what it was for, but it was once.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's just me.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
So me giving a hug is like, that's enough for 30 lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do it. So whatever, man.
So before we get out of here, shout out to Preezy. Good dude, solid guy. Like his talent, he has like tons and tons and tons of talent. He doesn't have a lot of focus, but he has tons and tons and tons of talent. He goes from one thing to another and kind of masters those things. And not a lot of people can do that. He has the ability to do pretty much whatever he wants. And
don't that take focus, though?
It's pretty amazing to watch. It takes focus, but you don't maintain that focus
Because I'll be moving to the next thing.
Yeah, he moves on to the next thing. He has an incredible grind, he absorbs information, and the way that he does things is really, really impressive. It takes a talent to do that. So if you've got, I don't know if he's still producing outside, for people outside, but he's like top notch, and like he lives and breathes the projects that he works on, and it's hard to find people like that. He doesn't give like 50% to anything. It's 100%. He's all the way in on everything that he does, and that's a gift in itself. And you want to work with people like that. So
don't that take focus too?
My brother from another mother.
That's all I heard.
Shut up. Just shut up.
That's all I heard was I'm not focused. What the fuck?
Yeah, see, just take the compliments, nigga, and just know that I love you and I appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Sincere, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate you as well.
Sincere giving me this false confidence like I still got bars. I appreciate you, brother.
And if y'all don't know, find Cousteau on the internet. Just look up Jacques Slade. We don't need to give you he's like 1.3 million on YouTube or some shit like that. People know who you are. Yeah. With that being said, they also know that you're this guy.
Yeah. They call me KU.
Yeah.
Sometimes they call
KU the king.
Can I make them all sing? Yeah. Hear a lot of talk about me, this and that. Well, next time y'all got something to say, I'll let my nigga Don Zini. He'll politely tell you to kiss me on the back of my head. Y'all know he's hot, that friend, he's got that chain that swing like a clock tick tock, and you know he's pop. Please don't mistake. You think the hood the reason why your favorite rappers make it now? I got your panties all in the bunch.
All right, you guys, appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Thank you for everybody. I didn't go through my comments section, but I see you, DJ Halton, Doughboy, Owens, Romeo Great, all of you guys. I appreciate all of y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys tomorrow. I will be on the decks over there behind me, getting busy on the ones and twos. Thank you guys. Thanks, Cousteau. Thanks, Sincere. Appreciate y'all.
There's something about the boy and you can't deny it. I'm that new royalty, mama won't you try it. They call me KU, sugar from the 818, but I make them all sing. It ain't nothing for a player, yeah, I'm doing my thing. Yeah, I make them all scream.
Come on.